and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. One sweaty video coming right up. Oh my god. Guys, before I get into what the video is today, my hair has gone mad. It is sweltering. It's 30 degrees today. It's going to be 34 tomorrow. Then on Friday, which is the day you're seeing this, it's going to be 32. Luckily, I'm off work. I'm literally going to shut myself in the bedroom with all the blinds closed. Don't open the windows. That's a mistake. Open the windows, you let the hot air in. During the day, ice cream van taunting me. During the day, keep the windows closed. You can open them of an evening. So hot. So hot. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing the bookshelf book tag. This is a tag that I saw on Helene Jepperson's channel. I love Helene Jepperson and I love her channel. I would link that down below if you wish to go and check that out. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. I've just moved house. I've got these new shelves. Let's start talking about them. A miracle has happened, but we'll get to that a bit later on. First question is how I will put all of the questions down below, by the way, so if anyone feels like doing this, then please do it, because it's quite fun and enjoyable to have a little look at your shelves. Number one, how many bookshelves do you have? So I have 17 bookshelves in total. That's 10 either side of me, so I've got 5 here, 5 there. I've also got 3 shelves in my bedroom, which aren't fully full yet. I've got a bedside table, which I'm counting as a shelf because that's where my TBR goes. I've got bookshelves in my headboard, and then I've got a shelf in the bathroom as well. So that's 16 bookshelves. Question 2 is, and this is where the miracle happens, guys, how many books are on your bookshelves, or how many books do you think you have? I took a random guess at 307. Don't know why I was going to go for 300. And I went 307. I've counted them. I've fucking got 307 books on my bookshelves. Now, I know you can only take my word for it, but that is real fucking life. That's just happened now. It's a summer hot and sweaty miracle. I'm never good at things like that. 307, I guess. I was going to write 300. And I wrote, look, here, look, 307. That's what I've written there. And then when I actually counted, 307 in flashing there. Amazing. 307 bloody books I've got in this house, and I got it right. I'm not even that bothered. Like, I don't even care so much about the number. That's how many books I've got, and I got it right. Amazing, well done me. Question 3 is, how do you organise your books? So I've got these books behind me organised by colour. So as you can see, by colour is fine. I've got red, orange, white. There's another white there, green, blue. This is pink behind me. That's purple, another blue here. That there is my cloth bound classics. I might move those up, I don't know, I do like them, they do look beautiful. And then within that, I used to just have shelves with books that I hadn't read and books that I had read. But this is like 90% not read, 10% read. On the top, I've got my favourites. So books that I've given 5 stars and have appeared on my best books of the year, either last year, the year before, or the year before that. And then I've got my Harry Potter shelves there. Then in my bedroom, I've got a bookshelf which I put my books that I'm about to haul on the second shelf. On the bottom shelf, there's just a load of crap there at the moment. I need to sort that out. On the middle shelf, I put the books that I'm going to haul. And then the top shelf, which I imagine will eventually venture onto the full shelves, are books that are coming out. I stole this idea from Simon. I mean, it's not much of a, like, it's probably quite obvious, but I saw that Simon in his house, I mean, Simon's bookshelves. Simon, you should do this tag. That would be a laugh, wouldn't it? Have you got a few days to count all your books, babes? But he's got a shelf where he's got the upcoming releases coming out, and that really helps me now. There's only 4 on there at the moment, but it really helps me now because then I can see what I've got coming up, and then that should be maybe my first go-to point when I'm trying to decide what books I want to read. So yeah, that is I've got a bookshelf for that. Then on my bedside table, I've got the books. What is that under the chair? I have no idea what that is. I've got books that I'm going to be reading, so my TBR goes on my bedside table, and then the books behind me in my headboard, because I've got shelves in my headboard, are the books that I've read, but they are going to expand shortly because, like, you swell, don't you, to fit whatever room you're in, whatever, like that monster in Harry Potter, creature in Harry Potter, I can't think what it's called. Harry Potter, people who know about Fantastic Beasts, what's that thing called that fills the space that it's in? And then in the bathroom, I've got a selection of books that are under 100 pages. So if ever I'm in the bathroom or I'm in a bath, normally I have my actual reading book there, but I just thought it would be quite nice to have some shorter books in the bathroom for toileting and bathing duties. So those are my books. Number 4 is, what is the oldest book you have on your bookshelf? Now, I didn't want to, I guess you can work, like make this work for whatever you, but whatever. I guess you can take this question in whatever way you want, but I've gone for the actual oldest, as in oldest book. Not the book that I've had the longest, the oldest book. And that is actually 4 books. And these are books that I bought from the charity bookshelf at the hospital that I work at, and these are all Daphne du Maurier's. They are Mary Ann, which I've read, Not After Midnight, which I haven't read, Hungry Hill, which I hadn't read and hadn't even heard of, and Flight of the Falcon. And these are all these sort of, I don't know if they're leather, I don't know, very old looking books. One of them is quite, oh, that is the damaged one. It's got like quite a damaged spine at the top, but the rest of them are all in pretty good nick. These were 50p each, and they're from 1965, so they're 53 years old, these books. I don't own copy. I do own Mary Ann, and I've read it. I didn't read this edition of it. I read the Virago edition, but I don't own other copies of these ones. So I will eventually, when I'm reading all my Daphne du Maurier's, these I will read these. But I am replacing them with the Viragos as and when I see them. The ice cream van's just leaving. Goodbye. But yeah, 53 years old they are. That's older than me. No, it's not older than my mum and dad. God, I was giving them, making those a bit younger than they were. And then what is the number 5 is what is the newest book on my bookshelf, and I've taken that as the one that I've had the most recently, and also it's so new it's not even out yet. It's Melmoth by Sarah Perry. This comes out on the 2nd of October. I've just recently hauled this, and I love Sarah Perry. So this is going to be very, very exciting that this is out. It sounds a bit creepy, spooky, but that is the newest book on my shelf. Number 6 is what is the longest book on your bookshelf? I'm gonna have to do some leaning now. And that is at 800 and, hold on, 838 pages. It's Middlemarch, and this is a cloth-bound classic Penguin edition of George Eliot's Middlemarch. I did plan to read this earlier this year, and I haven't got round to it. It's bloody longer than I even thought. I will read it at some point. Maybe this might be early next year, but these are really lovely. I love these editions. David's mum and my sister normally get me one of these free for Christmas or for birthday. David's bought me ones before as well, and they're just really, really lovely to own, and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, that's the longest one I own. Number 7 is what is the shortest book on your bookshelf, and that is, it's a graphic novel published by Nobrow. This is The New Ghost by Robert Hunter. This is 24 pages long. I bought this in a bookshop in Brighton, and I can't even bloody remember what it was about, and I've read it, so I really should go for it again, really. The colour palette and the illustrations are my sort of bag, like this sort of like muted tones, blue based with like pink and stuff in. So yeah, I need to give that another go, because I literally can't remember anything about it. But this, I love this. That's lovely, isn't it? Number 8 is what is the predominant genre on your bookshelf, and that is literary fiction, which I know is like, it's a very, very broad genre, which is probably why it appears mainly in on my shelves as well. So that's why. Number 9 is, have you done a bookshelf tour? So when I lived in the old flat, David and I have only been here 2 or 3 weeks. 3 weeks on Saturday it will be. No, is it? I don't know. We haven't been here long. We haven't even been here a month yet. When we were in the old flat, I did do a bookshelf tour, which I will link down below. I will eventually get round to doing a bookshelf tour. I'm aware I'm teetering on the precipice of 10,000 subscribers. So I was thinking maybe I'll do a bookshelf tour for that. I might even do a live show bookshelf tour, which sounds a bit awful, but maybe I'll do that. So yeah, I have got an old bookshelf tour, which I will link down below, but that means nothing now because I've got all these glorious new shelves. So yeah, hopefully I'll get around to doing a new one. Number 10 is go on a random number generator. Is that the one? Yeah. Go on a random number generator and talk about the book that corresponds with that number. So I went on the random number generator, randomly generated a number. It was 194. Then I had to go through and count all my books until I got to 194. And it's quite an odd one, really, because it's not one that like I haven't read it. I feel like I've hauled it and then that's it. I haven't spoken about it. I don't think I've done much about it at all. But it is Under a Pole Star by Steph Penny. This is one of the books that I picked up from Simon, my friend who has a booktube channel, Savage Reads. I'm sure you all know him. Every time I go to visit him, I never go on the train, take my car, because then I've got a car full of books I can bring back. And he was getting rid of quite a few books, so I delightedly took loads back, including this one. This is, I think, I remember him saying, there's quite a lot of shagging in it. This, just looking at the snow, is making me feel happy because it makes me feel cold. It says here, Flora Mackey first crossed the Arctic Circle at the age of 12. Years later, in 1892, she returns to lead an expedition to northern Greenland, defying the expectations of those who believe a woman has no place in that harsh world. Geologist Jacob Devane was raised in Manhattan. Yearning for wider horizons, he joins a rival expedition. Jacob and Flora's paths cross, passion and ambition collide as an irresistible attraction is born. The violent extremes of the north obsesses them both, perpetual night and endless day, frozen seas and coastal meadows, and the strange maddening pull it exerts on the people chasing glory on its vast expanses. So yeah, I believe there's quite a lot of shagging in there. Also, I thought, looking at this cover, for me it looked like it was non-fiction, but it's not, it is fiction. So, I mean, maybe these are the sort of books I should be reading now to cool me down and chill me out. But yeah, that does sound like I would enjoy it. So maybe I will get around to reading that at some point. And question 11 is, do you have any fan merch or any other decorations on your bookshelves? Now I do. I've got a few little bits. I don't really want to show you if I'm gonna, this is a bit of a cop-out. Also, I'm sitting down and I'm hot. I don't really want to show you if I'm doing a bookshelf tour. And also, I was recently tagged by Amanda Jenner, of a tag called Bookish Things in My House, and I am going to do that when we finally got the house, like it's almost all done, but I've just got a few boxes and things I need to frame and stuff like that. When that's done, I'm going to do that tag as well, so this would be sort of superseding that. Is that even the correct use of the word supersede? Who knows? So yeah, so I don't really want to do that because I'll be doing that, so watch this space. When I've done that video, I will link that down below. So if you're watching this in the future, there is a chance I might already have done that video, so I'll link it down below. So number 12 is show us your bookshelves, and also because of the bookshelf door, I will not be doing that. But also, I've just filmed a video when I first moved in. The first video I did was me filling up these shelves. Now you don't get a proper look at the spines and things like that, but you get me putting them all on the shelves. And I've been told by many a person it's very therapeutic to watch. So I'll link that video down below. That's me restacking my shelves. So yes, that was the bookshelf book tag. Really enjoyed doing this. I do enjoy videos where you sort of go to your shelves and pull things off because you remember and get another fresh look at your shelves, which is really, really fun. David recently picked my TBR for me, which was really nice to have someone else pick books for me. And yeah, it's just been very nice to have a little look at them. I will do an on my shelf tag soon as well. I quite like doing those. But yeah. So those are my answers for the bookshelf book tag. I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you feel like doing this, then do please do it, because it's always fun to have a nosy at people's bookshelves, isn't it? And yeah, just one more last round of applause for me for getting 307 books right, because that's never happened before. And I will see you all again soon for another booktube video. Goodbye!